Crimson Desert is being talked about like it's the next genre defining RPG. Massive scale, living world, next gen combat, and systems that sound almost too ambitious. The developers say this game is big, but we've heard that before. Is Crimson Desert about to raise the bar for open world games? Or is this just another case of expectations getting out of control? Because what they just revealed has people excited and a little nervous.
Are you not entertained?
Here's where expectations start getting dangerous. The developers aren't just talking about a big map, they're promising large scale battles, deep system, dynamic encounters, in a world that reacts to how you play. That's a lot to get right in one game. We've seen studios chase scale before it collapsed underneath them. So the real question isn't whether Crimson Desert sounds incredible. Ambition this big is a strength or a red flag before disaster happens. Drop in the comments right now. Are these devs talking making you more confident? Or are you getting flashback to games that promised everything and delivered on very little? Type confident or nervous in the comments down below.
So, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and reiterate this is my number one most hyped, most anxious game of the year. But with the recent news coming out that the devs came out and saying that the game's map will be twice the size of Skyrim and bigger than Red Dead Redemption 2's map, it brings a certain type of concern because the public eye is very, very getting fatigued of the open world, getting a little bit old. Everyone thinks bigger, bigger, more scale, scale, bigger. And you either have a whole lot of something to do nothing, a la Assassin's Creed's recent games, or you have such a large scale map, is beautiful, it's breathtaking, it's graphically impressive, but then there's nothing to do in it. It's just, I will admit, they're saying all the right things. They're saying the buzzwords. They're reeling you in like that used car salesman does with promises, sales, discounts, etc. But I have constantly wondered, will this game live up to its hype? It is getting to a point where this seems too good to be true and too ambitious. I can understand if this was what they originally planned it to be, another MMO a la Black Desert Online. Okay, that's common for a game of this scale to have and do all this. But my concern now is, will the weight of this game hold under all these things you can do? There's an upper world, there's a huge expansive world, you can ride dragons, you can do all this. Now, what they said was, the dynamic encounters, and there's actually things to do, hunting, a bounty system, etc. All right, this sounds wonderful. But you know what this brings me back to? This brings me back to the launch of Cyberpunk 2077. So much ambition, and as far as I know, everything we have seen for and from the game is, I'm pretty sure, is a high-end PC playing and running this game, and they're just using either Xbox or PlayStation controllers and they play it. Am I still hyped? Absolutely. And I will still reiterate again. Infamous believes this will be the next step up, the next bar that gets raised for this type of gaming, as The Witcher 3 did. But with this recent news coming out, we are so close. We're so close to the release of this game. And there's still no, and I hate to say this, there's no IGN coverage or previews or nothing going out. That probably will come later as we get even more closer. But it just brings a certain type of worrisome. Are they reaching too high for the stars? Getting too close to the sun, as that old saying goes. That is my take and speculation. Trees, how do you see of this news?
I do. This game is supposed to come out in March, correct?
Yes. It was
So
not delayed like the other ones.
yeah. So I feel like at this point, as a day of recording, it's January 18th. Like this game, 60-ish days. At this point, people shouldn't be talking. They should be showing. So
Mhm.
why are the devs going out of their way to still advertise and make lip service? Just show us. Show us the game. Show us the scale in the game. Show us the footage of the game while in engine. Whatever you want to call it. I think it's a little, I don't know. I'm getting Bitch, I'm getting nervous. I'm getting a little nervous. I don't like salesmen like pitches. I worked in sales for a very limited amount of time, so I understand sometimes they start triggering me by saying all this fabulous and nice shit. Bitch, show me. Go print out the small imprint that no one can see on the paper. Print that out and highlight everything you just said that's true in this fucking contract. Most of the times when you tell salespeople to do that, they start backing off. Oh no, that would take too much time. They really start backing down, especially when they trying to sell you a warranty. I always ask for them to print the warranty out and highlight the things they're selling you, because at that point it becomes a legal document. Anyway, not to sell you on other shit, but I am a little nervous. I just want to see some footage. I just want to see footage. I don't need to be sold anything else about this game. You need to show me the game. And I'm a little conscious. I'm financially conscious. So until I see footage and in-game footage, and maybe they're, positioning to make a big splash announcement. I don't know. I just think it's time to do less talking, more actual movement of showing the game. And I just don't understand why devs are still talking. Like, I mean, that's what's the Game Awards for, all of that. It's 2026 now. We're almost to February. The game is about to be in that 30 to 45 day window. I haven't seen enough from this game yet, so I'm a little concerned. Yeah, to say the least. Bitch, I'm scared. I don't know. Listen, these games come out, they roll out is different. Maybe they're kind of like Rockstar and GTA. They're working up to the final hour, to the ninth hour. So maybe stuff just ain't ready yet and they're still scrambling. Or we might get a delay at the end of the day. So we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, that's understandable. I can get your take on that. I don't know the full history of Pearl Abyss. I know that Black Desert Online was a huge thing for them. And when they were working on this, it was an MMO. It had such a grand scale, a huge scope, as we can see, as I've seen through the gameplays and videos they have shown and let people show to the public. Hearing this news, this map size, the scale, and everything, it now puts into play, at least for me, viewers, let us know in the comments how you take this. But I know the discourse is people are getting tired of the open world fatigue. It's happening. You have people asking for more linear 10 to 20 hour experiences. Hey, play it, run through it, enjoy it, move along. But I will say
Well,
this before we move on.
okay.
I was gonna say this. This can either elevate and, like I said, raise the bar, or this game will collapse in on itself and it will show everybody, hey, slow it down with the open world shit. You have a lot of companies now, instead of doing open worlds, they're doing open area games. Small little piece here, small piece here, story and dialogue here. So, but I am still hyped. I am still hyped for the game, but now I'm just anxious but waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, so I just because you made a comment about fatigue and open world. I think it's more, and this is just my opinion. I think it's fatigue and bad open world. Because if you put The Witcher out right now, Witcher 3, and it wasn't The Witcher 3, it was called something else, I think mofos will flock to it because it's done well and it's done good. Now, we had, people assume open world to be this easy thing to create when it's actually harder than a linear game because you have to do all the
Absolutely.
possibilities, all these things. So making a good open world is very challenging. And then too, the live service shit that they've been trying to pull on open world. Like, so I think open world has been made into this generic ass feel of a game that which open world should have never been associated with. That's why I don't think people are fatigued with real, let me say real open world games who knew who they were identity wise from beginning to end, out of that bullshit of stacking padding time play like Assassin's Creed do and all this other bullshit. They are tired of these open world games that are incomplete, not future complete, and the whole feel of the game feels just fucking empty. Yeah, it might look pretty, but it feels empty, Anthem. It feels like a shell. That's what people
Damn.
fatigue is coming from. I don't think it's real open world games that is the problem. I just think it's these little misfits, I would say, and that's the nicest way I can say, these little misfits running amok on what open world is and what you should expect and what is the standards for open world. But I can be completely wrong, and let me know in the comments. But I just think good open world games will always be welcome and always be championed. And well, hey, Witcher 3 was a great fucking game and one game in a year. I think there is always a place for good open world that's not tainted by bullshit with that evil intent that I always talk about. But you can let me know. No, maybe you do have both. Those things can be right and wrong at the same time. So maybe there are some people that are exhausted from the open world because it's just been getting the life sucked out of it as a genre, period. But let us know in the comments down below how you feel.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, Are You Not Entertained?